instantly as a hologram, to be at the office without a commute, at a concert with friends, or in your parents' living room to catch up. You're going to really feel like you're there with other people. You'll see their facial expressions or body language, Zuckerberg said. The future of the internet is going to be virtual, and Meta, the company known to the public as Facebook, believes that 1 billion people will be working and playing in the immersive, three-dimensional world referred to as the metaverse by the end of the decade. What is the metaverse? Apparently, it's the next big thing. The term metaverse, a contraction of meta and universe, refers to a virtual world in the science fiction novel Snow Crash, where it first appeared in 1992. The concept was given a notable incarnation in 2000.
All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash. Delbana said us and the apostles for teaching us this truth. Blessed to the brothers pushing the word throughout the four corners. I come with a lesson through the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Inspiration, basically going into Meta. Facebook changed their name from Facebook onto Meta now. They thinking about changing their name, or they're going to change their name to Meta. And what we know about Meta so far is that Meta deals with transhumanism, all right? What deals with AI, okay? Changing the nature thereof. I got Meta in the etymology. This is Meta, word forming element of Greek origin, meaning after, behind, among, in between. Change, altered, higher, and beyond. It says to change of place and condition. But the point is right here. Notion of changing places would probably lead to the sense of change of place, order, or nature. So mainly what's about to happen is this Meta is going to be an inspiration, and it's going to change the world as we know it. All right? It's going to change the order and the nature of things. Is that wrong or is that right? It's wrong. According to the Bible, it is wrong. Because if you're changing the nature of something, that means you're going against the ordinance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Of the one who set nature up. The one who set the order up. All right? How you going to change Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's order, right? Yahweh is who y'all usually call God. Yahweh Shai is who y'all usually call Jesus. Bahashem means in the name. So how you going to change the order of what the Most High has set up, man? All right? I tell you how, and I tell you who. The main person is Esau Edom. All right? He's in the ruler seat. He's making no changes, and he's basically finna change human civilization as we know it. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:4, who opposed him and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is God, right? Which goes into exalting himself, which goes into setting himself on high, so that way he can exclaim or claim that he's the Most High. How is he doing that, man? By technology, okay? This metaverse that they trying to come up with, they trying to change nature and trying to change the world as we know it, right? Remember, NWO, that's the elite's agenda. So know that this is a major agenda, and it is gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the video play, and I hope that y'all are edified while watching this video.
The concept was given a notable incarnation in 2006 with the virtual universe Second Life, which became popular with individuals, companies, and brands who explored its use to open virtual stores, organize events, hold training, do marketing, etc. The arrival of social networks, however, plunged Second Life into obscurity. To the outsider, it may look like a souped-up version of virtual reality, but some people think the metaverse could be the future of the internet. In fact, the belief is that it could be to VR what the modern smartphone is to the first clunky mobile phones of the 1980s. Instead of being on a computer, in the metaverse, you might use a headset to enter a virtual world, connecting all sorts of digital environments. Unlike current VR, which is mostly used for gaming, this virtual world could be used for practically anything. Work, play, concerts, cinema trips, or just hanging out. But because it's still just an idea, there's no single agreed definition of the metaverse. Silicon Valley metaverse proponents sometimes reference a description from venture capitalist Matthew Ball, author of the extensive Metaverse Primer. The metaverse is an expansive network of persistent, real-time rendered 3D worlds and simulations that support continuity of identity, objects, history, payments, and entitlements, and can be experienced synchronously by an effectively unlimited number of users, each with an individual sense of presence. Facebook, arguably the tech company with the biggest stake in the metaverse, describes it more simply. The metaverse is a set of virtual spaces where you can create and explore with other people who aren't in the same physical space as you. We believe the metaverse will be the successor to the mobile internet, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg said at the company's annual developer conference Thursday, where the company said it is officially changing its name to Meta. We'll be able to feel present, like we are right there with people, no matter how far apart we actually are. We'll be able to express ourselves in new, joyful, completely immersive ways, he said. Users can create avatars in the virtual world that resemble their appearance in the real world. The avatars will be as common as profile pictures on social media sites, but instead of a static image, there will be living 3D representations of you. Users may be able to customize their avatars for work and play. You're going to have virtual clothes for different occasions, designed by different creators from different apps and experiences, Zuckerberg said. While some of the building blocks of the metaverse are already here, much of the technology is still years away from being widely available. Facebook says it does not want to own the metaverse and is making tools available that will allow developers to connect its platform with other developers. Tools that allow creators to connect various physical locations into augmented reality experiences for virtual tours and scavenger hunts are also on the way. Zuckerberg said these tools will allow for a lot more commerce and help grow the overall metaverse economy. Zuckerberg, for one, sees great promise in the metaverse, and it's a factor behind his company's investment in products such as the Oculus virtual reality headset. Computer graphics chip maker NVIDIA Core wants its Omniverse platform to power some of the underlying frameworks, as does software maker Unity Software. Video game developers such as Roblox Corp and producers using Epic Games Inc. and Microsoft Corp all want a piece of the pie. Roblox is also in China through a joint venture with Tencent Holdings Limited, which launched a parallel platform that follows the rules set by the Chinese government censors. Tencent also has registered a slew of metaverse-related trademarks for its own social app, QQ. TikTok owner ByteDance Limited has plowed money into VR headset maker Pico and mobile game maker Reworld. There are even specialist consultancies such as UK-based Dubit to help companies move into the metaverse. And don't forget payment providers and cryptocurrencies. Many ask, what is digital real estate? Is it an opportunity? Is it a real investment? It is a blank space to build whatever you want. And yes, it is a real investment. Taking a step back might be instructive here. In the transfer of real-world real estate, dollars are exchanged for real property, and the transaction involves banks, finance companies, lawyers, and title companies. In a similar manner, virtual real estate is exchanged, usually for virtual currency, often in the form of non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Non-fungible tokens are distinct from each other and limited in volume. These transactions are enabled by the blockchain, a digital ledger that is duplicated and distributed across a database. Instead of keys, you get a password and the freedom to develop your virtual land with whatever your imagination desires. Just as the supply of dollar bills is limited, which contributes to their value, these virtual currencies are of limited volume. Alongside this evolution of virtual currencies, the blockchain technology on which these cryptocurrencies are built has also been developing, and now ensures that the tokens have recognizable value. Just as the volume of tokens is limited and monitored by the entire blockchain, the number of parcels of virtual land in these metaverses is also limited. For years now, Linden Lab has had a similar offering in Second Life. To achieve uniqueness in their virtual representation, people within this game would use USD to buy Linden Bucks, with which they could buy items in their virtual world. With some minor changes, this seems to be the foundation of the current business model in newer virtual worlds, such as Decentraland, The Sandbox, CryptoVoxels, Somnium Space, and Axie Infinity, to name a few. It's entirely fair to be skeptical of digital real estate investing. A logical question to ask would be, who might profit from digital real estate investing? The answer, before 2020, might well have been nobody. However, the coronavirus pandemic has shifted the way in which people interact. Humans are social beings, and people have an innate desire for interaction. Digital real estate allows people to socialize and engage with others safely. And there is also commercial merit to the metaverse. Particularly for large and even medium-sized enterprises. Virtual land
So locking on it. It's kind of acting up, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the link and put it in the video. So that way people
you will be
know,
able
that
to
way y'all
teleport
be able to-
instantly as a hologram.
That way y'all to be able to, watch the rest of it. But mainly this video just breaking down what metaverse really is and what it is about, the dark agenda behind it. But we all know, man, that ultimately, man, that the Lord set Esau up in that position to be prideful, to even think that he could make a metaverse or tap into human DNA or